I couldn't have done this a year ago. Me running as well as I do now. Getting a heart transplant has been giving me a second chance on life, and I'm not going to waste it. My name is Dave McLaughlin. My major is digital communications at University of Baltimore. In 2019, I was bartending, and then I got really sick and went to the hospital where I actually almost passed away. And at that point, they told me that I would need a heart transplant. My perspective on life changed dramatically. I no longer sweated the little things. I only focused on the big things in life, such as family, school, and happiness. One thing I wanted to do was go back to school. So I looked out and found University of Baltimore and knew that it was a great school and it was local from where I live currently. With my degree, I would love to work as a graphic designer, even a webmaster. I don't want to work for a company just to punch a ticket and get a paycheck. I want to have meaning behind it. I was at University of Baltimore for a year, and then I got the call. When my doctor told me that she had a heart for me, I was extremely excited and nervous and freaked out all at the same time. I didn't realize when this moment was going to come and if it ever would. So my dad dropped me off at University of Maryland, and I walked to the door and I told him the reason why I was there is that I was getting a heart transplant. So they quickly rushed me to admissions where they were waiting with my paperwork. Once I got my paperwork, I quickly went upstairs to the next floor and they started running the tests that are needed for me to get my procedure moving. The last thing I remember hearing before I went under for surgery was that this was as perfect as a match that the doctor's ever seen. When I woke up, the things that were running through my brain was that what happened, kind of where was I, but then on the same token that I was ecstatic because I got my heart transplant and I had a brand new lease on life. And that meant so much more to me than anything else. So during my recovery process, I knew that I would have to take it one step at a time. And since the beginning, I always called it baby steps. In order to go to the next step, you had to start small. And that meant being able to walk, to talk, to do basic things that everybody else took for granted. When I came back to school after transplant, I decided to take one class just to ease myself into it. And then in the summertime, I decided to take 2 classes and then 3 the following fall. University of Baltimore helped by guiding me in the right direction and giving me suggestions on which classes to take, as well as any other help that I might need academically. During my recovery, a friend reached out to me and told me about the Transplant Games of America and asked if I would love to be a part of Team Maryland. So the Transplant Games of America are several events that go on for people who have received transplants, also people that have given organs as well and donated themselves. It's kind of like a nice Olympic style platform. At the beginning of this process, I never realized what I would go through, and I didn't think I was going to be able to get to this point, to be able to run like an athlete like I am now. It's been almost about 4 years since I first got sick and my whole journey began. I've grown so much from the start of this to even now. I've grown as a student, as a son, as a person. The major thing that I've taken away from my experiences in the last several years is that you need to be happy in life. Don't sweat the little things. Enjoy what you have now.